State and the coroner, whatever, they didn't want to do, because if they did it at that first phase, the killers of Mohbad would have been known. Because if police had gone to Mohbad's house, they would have. These are the things police prosecutors look at, investigators. They go to the house. They want to see how disturbing this place is. Is there any sign that shows there was a struggle in this house? Did anything break? Was that, as opposed to make preliminary investigation and now give that report to a coroner? It is based on that the coroner will now decide that, from what is before me, the cause of death of Mohbad is clear. If it is clear, it ends there. If it is not clear, then you still have to conclude that phase before you now proceed to the next phase, which is the postmortem state.
Sorry, Mr. Jack, I think you're modeling things up. I think you're modeling the responsibility or the roles of the coroner courts. You're mixing things up. This coroner inquest is, again, it's an inquest. It's fact-finding. The aim of the... But I read things, I follow things, I just know things. The aim of a coroner is to help you, is to make plain the story, the truth, and then you proceed to court, to criminal court. Do you understand? So it doesn't stop at the coroner inquest. And again, a coroner inquest is not mandatory.
Let me read something to you. This is what I'm reading to you. You can Google it online. You will see that is how it's supposed to be done. Look, the job of a coroner is this. The coroner will decide either of the following: whether the cause of death is clear. That is number one. Number two, that a post-mortem is needed. 3, to hold an inquest. Now, where the cause of death is clear, the coroner decides if the coroner decides that the cause of death is clear, the coroner will issue a certificate to the registrar saying that a post-mortem or an inquest is not needed. Underline it, needed. But where a post-mortem is needed, the coroner may decide a post-mortem is needed to find out how the person died. This can be done either in a hospital or mortuary. You see these 3 phases: the cause of death, whether to determine whether it is clear, the post-mortem stage, and the inquest phase. You cannot leave one and proceed to the next without concluding one. You have to first establish whether the cause of death is clear or not before you can proceed to the next phase, which is the phase of post-mortem. But because the question is, why did the Lagos State coroner, why did he jump all of these 2 phases, these 2 processes, and now move to the inquest, which is a fact-finding phase that could have been unnecessary if he had done the job he was supposed to do in the first 2 phases. I remember Paparano has said this thing over and over before. He said that the Lagos State government, they were supposed to first know the result of do a toxicology and autopsy first, and know the result. If the result is can still not establish the cause of Mohbad's death, it is now at that point they need to now go into fact finding. But these people jump these 2 processes. Why did they jump these 2 phases? That's the question. Because they jumped these 2 phases, that is the reason why we are where we are. Because the moment they jumped that first phase, you see, somebody asked Gurexi a question, Sele Essay. He asked Gurexi a question, was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago? He said that, Mr. Gurexi, are the police still carrying out investigation? Gurexi, police have stopped in. Do you know why?
Okay,
because
can I say one last thing, and I'll take my leave. Can I say one last thing? So again, the three steps that you highlighted, the first 2 steps was what the police did, right? When they came and sat the press, the journalists and everybody, and they were talking about it. If you recall, if you go back to what they read out, that trash, that nonsense that they read out, they even mentioned the fact that certain injections were given to him. They mentioned like 3 injections. They talked about, some things that were already in his body. That was it was that report that the police submitted that now pushed us to the 3rd step, which is the inquest. I'm not saying these things are valid. I know it's all hogwash, it's all trash, it's all, there's a lot of cover up, but yes, those 3 steps that you mentioned were followed according to Lagos State and the police. Do you understand? If you think about it, they were followed.
My question to Papariano, I want to hand over everything to you. My question to Papariano, because I know Papariano will you see, you see all of these TikTokers, all of these posts that we have in Mohbad, most of them, all of these Buki Jesse, Gigi and the rest of them, Arifa and the rest of them, these people are the big, they contribute big, huge problem in this case. They are the reason why this guy, they are one of the reasons why this guy is not getting justice. Some people that can analyze things, that can scrutinize, they won't allow them to do things. Look at this YOMI FANIYI is going through all of these other platforms. As he come to this platform where pertinent questions will be asked, he will never come here. So at this point, I'm going to leave it to Papariano. I believe that Papariano can answer that question, whether the police are the ones to carry out those processes, those phases, and whether they carried it out.
What? What do you say?
She said that she wants to believe that those 2 phases that I mentioned, that she believes that police have done them because they are the job of the coroner, not the job of the police. To start with, but
was that what I said, Mr. Jack? Was that what you heard me say?
I believe that.
No, that wasn't what I said. Okay, let me repeat myself. So you listed 3 steps, okay? So I then said that. So the 3rd of the 3 steps is the coroner inquest. So I was trying to call your attention to the fact that number 1, the coroner belongs to Lagos State government, right? The coroner is a staff of Lagos State government. Now, the police, as directed by Lagos State government, also came to give us a report to say they have done this, they have done that. Now, that report, if you look at the first 2 steps that you highlighted, they were included in that report. You talked about the toxicology and the post, whatever, their own findings and all that. If you recall, when they gave that report, they said they had concluded everything. And then we now proceeded to the inquests. So I was trying to say to you that as far as the government is concerned, they can say they followed the 3 steps. However, the legal team and the lawyers, the son and all of those other people, I am not a lawyer, but I've asked lots of lawyers, to be sure of what I'm saying. And I've said to them, do we need to follow the inquest? The answer is no. So the coroner, they can bypass, they can say, we're proceeding to the criminal court. So if they're serious, if they don't want to sleep on the inquest and all of that, they can proceed.
Toby,
you can simply get all the 15 people, all those people that were in the house, and charge them to criminal court. Let all the evidence. Now, if they do that, all the evidence that have been gathered so far can now be presented in the criminal court.
Toby, God bless you.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Otherwise, if we keep going back and forth in the inquest, it will just be like like a never-ending soap opera. You understand? It will just be...
Yes, Toby, do you know what? That is it. You see, had it been police carried out preliminary investigation, indeed, like as they allege. Look, you see, by the time they present the preliminary investigation to the coroner, you see, at that first phase, the coroner will because he will that indeed cause of Mohbad's death was clear, and then this will not swing into full-fledged, which is by upbringing that were in the day he died. Question them, told them, or you see, because Lagos invisible person that these people are trying not to protect, because they know that if these people, if they had allowed police at that first stage to bring these people in for questioning and drill them, the killers of Mohbad would have been arraigned in criminal court by now. We won't be doing and having all of this conversation we are having. All of these things they are calculated attempts by the Lagos state government and the police, and even in conjunction with whoever that is behind these killers. So that is why we find ourselves where we are. We need to first understand that before we now start dealing with the fact that the family, they don't even want the case. They are not even looking for the justice that we are looking at. We are looking for. So we need to know, back to the basis. Let us know we get it wrong. So that is, you see, that is the problem I am having. So-called Baba Mohbad's legal team that is headed by a son that does not know or that cannot raise objection to this whole process, even though he came in late. It doesn't matter. You have come in. He was supposed to raise objection to this whole nonsense that they have set up.
Mr. Jack, are you a lawyer? No, it's yes or no. Yes, I am. No, I am not. Are you a lawyer?
I'm not a lawyer.
That's all. No, just, it's not an open-ended question.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, the reason. All right. So the reason I asked is, I'm not a lawyer. At the same time, it's not my profession. I wouldn't want to say the son does not know what he's doing. I mean, he's a son, for God's sake. If he's not saying certain things, it is not in my own place to say. Do you understand? So when I hear people say, oh, they don't know what they're doing and all of that, I mean, I didn't study law. I want to respect their profession. The same way, if you come into my space and, if you come into my own industry, and then you try to rubbish me, I won't take it. So I try to, do you understand what I mean? I don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what they see. They know all the conversations. They know the facts they have. They know the evidence they have. I don't expect that they will push some of these things to social media. I don't expect that they will get some evidence and they'll come and open a live show and come and start telling us. I don't expect that would happen. I also expect that some things will be kept till the end, as, like when you're playing what's it called? When you're playing cards, or you're playing chess, last card checkup. You understand what I mean? That is what I also believe. So I won't want to say the lawyers don't know what they're doing. I didn't hire them. They went to school. They earned their degree. I want to respect them and leave them in their space.
If you listen
Paparano is asleep.
I never said that they don't know what they're doing. I'm saying, is it that, do they want to tell us? That's the question we should be asking them now. Do you want to say that you don't know the process of a coroner?
So that's my answer, and that's what I'm saying. So if you ask them, you want them to come and answer you on social media, if you reach out to them, they will probably talk to you. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, you don't bring something, you expect them to come to this platform now. You expect San Chitu to send Papariano a request and come and be telling you here. Come on now. We know how these things are done. You understand what I mean? They won't come here when it's not all those lawyers on X. No. Let's give them, let's give them their flowers, please. Papariano, don't snore. I'm leaving. No, Jack, please wake him up. You made him sleep, so wake him up.
Papariano, you need to wake up. I'm very sorry. I just want to bring some things to our attention so that we can, all of us can address this thing. All me I want is for Mohbad to get justice, and all of the things that all of these old TikTokers are doing, trying to make this case personal thing, trying to bring fracas and personal problem into this whole thing and politicize it like it is some kind of APC and PDP. It is not right. It is not right. If they keep going this way and not allowing people to make informed judgment and people to scrutinize this whole process, they are going to be the reason or one of the reasons why Mohbad will not get justice, and posterity will never forget all of them. They should stop all of these things that they want to get glory. What do you need glory for in a 26 or 27-year-old boy's death? This boy didn't want to die, but he ended up dying. You have your children. All of them have their children. So why do you want to turn this whole thing into money-making venture? Contributed like it will never end. It kills me. That's the reason why I'm saying the truth for what it is. And if anybody feels what I have said is not right, ask Lagos State government, ask the so-called the lawyers. So person said this. Does what this person has said, is it right? There is nowhere on earth, no government can set up a coroner. No coroner can skip these two phases. There is no justification anywhere. Unless where you don't want to give justice to your people. That's all. I yield.
Jack, thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. See, you guys should say, Jack should stop. When you do the right thing, if maybe the government they are doing the right thing, those things that Jack just bring out now, he will not bring it out. So the government have to do the right thing. So my sister, you said Jack, you almost accused Jack just now, say, they say the right thing, say not talk the right thing. But when they ask you question, you change the question upside down. When are they stand for now truth? Sometimes I'll forget to now they talk. Make break. Jack, you can continue. Nobody is telling you to stop or just expose those government nyash. Their nyash is too much. Paparano, wake up, collect your money. Okay?
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Jack, J for Imole.
You said money. See? Somebody just mentioned money. Wait, before we continue. Somebody just mentioned money.
Collect your money.
Was it dream? Okay, continue. I thought I had money.
Good morning, everybody. You see, what Mr. Jack is talking about and explaining is something that is very important in this case. And that is why I am 100% sure that this case is a whole station settled case. Regardless of how you try to unsettle it, even the moles around Baba, the moles in the legal team, the everything, everybody knows, they know where they are going to. Nobody set out on a journey without having a destination. And I can tell you for free, the destination is not justice. I overheard on a platform today, this morning, that even most of the decisions of things that are happening in that court, some of our people know how they have been influencing it. So maybe the magistrate or the judge is a family of somebody on TikTok or one of the legal team. Everything is just becoming scary. But one thing I know about Mohbad is you've been doing it for a long time. This will be your last. Thank you. J for Imole, I like your shirt, oh.
Thank you very much. See, Okmo, Paparano, where your Mohbad, Mona, the Simo trouble those governments. They were